So, something we can all agree on is finding a car for about $1,000 nowadays to get from point A to B. It's near impossible, and usually when it does cost $1,000, it comes with extra $1,000 for repairs. But we got lucky today. I found a Honda Civic automatic 1.7, aka the motor, if you let the oil run dry, it goes kaboom, for a total of $700. And there's one thing, the exhaust manifold has a crack in it, but that's why, I don't know if you've heard, but JB Weld sells the good stuff. That's why we're gonna go to Walmart, we're gonna pick some up. Hopefully this thing even brings me there. I got about an hour drive, so we'll see you if I make it, or the car rolls, or a miracle happens and it actually gets back. So update, we have made it the first 500 meters, still driving, we're doing good. A miracle has happened, JDs and Lettleman. We made it to Tabor. We're gonna hit the car wash, head to Walmart, get some JB Weld, and then see if we can fix that annoying leak. Something I also just noticed is the typical sagging headliner with the staples in it. One of my favorite parts about these old Hondas is the startup sound. Listen to this. It has that iconic old Honda startup. I love that. Here is the dirty pig. The hood is awful. It's got very old plastic. It's got paint chips just about everywhere you can look. Other than that, I mean, for $700, runs, it drives, actually really smooth. It drives pretty good. I'd say it's not too bad of a deal. So another thing we're gonna have to invest in is a clean, but also some stain carpet remover. I mean, that's besides the fact, but that, oh. Now let's head over to Walmart. We're gonna need to give this thing a pretty good clean. Holy, that's awful. Carpets are clean, but everything else, not so much. So I'm just looking here. Carpet and upholstery cleaner, 16, 17 bucks. This is pretty much the same thing, except for it's 11 bucks. So I think this is gonna be our better bet if we wanna save a little bit of money. However, the bristles on this feels much stiffer, so I guess we're gonna have to go for the $17 option if we wanna get a good result. And because why not, we're gonna get some black little trees. All right, now that we got the first modification done, we gained about 15.5 horsepower. Now after we clean it with this stuff, we're gonna gain another 2.5. I think we're on a good road. Goodness, dude, I forgot JB Weld. I bought two things, and JB Weld is right on the other side of the aisle. So it turns out JB Weld is non-existent for stuff like that, but there's this exhaust seal. It is only 10 bucks, so we're gonna have to go with this one. So as I was sitting here, I got curious if there's something left in the glove box, because sometimes you find a little bit of change like this, but what the frick? All right, now that we're back home, we're gonna see if this actually works as good as it says it does. Stains right here are awful. I'm guessing first we're gonna spray it.
No shit, Sherlock!
Ooh, damn. Oh, that's convenient. All right. All right, dude. I don't know if you're like me and you got the patience of a construction worker waiting for lunch and the shift just started a couple minutes ago, but I don't like watching hour-long detailing videos of all this stuff, so I'm gonna just show you guys the before. I'm gonna use our upholstery cleaner and then show you guys a after with the entire interior done. Here is the end result. As we can tell, a lot of those stains are a little bit further gone, but when we hop in, it looks no more dusty. Actually looks like a comfortable, cheap daily. I don't think it turned out too bad. You ever see this thing out and about in the streets? Yeah, you might want to be careful, bucko. Got that retake. Did shine up the engine bay just a little bit, but as you can tell, that is the crack that we're talking about, and I'm really hoping that this is gonna work, but for now, let's open this up, put some on, wait a little bit, let it dry, and see if it actually did seal it. Let's put some of this paste on there, see if it works. Oh, that's disgusting. What the heck? Ew, bro, what? Ooh, that is actually much harder than I thought. What the heck? That's a weird consistency. So one other thing I did notice about this car that I figured I'd do for my dad is clear these headlights up. Thank goodness I still have a kit from Turtle Wax. It's not the best kit you can buy, but I think it'll do the job. So first up, of course, is use this lens clarifying compound. We're gonna do that on the first headlight, and we're gonna show you a before and after to see what this stuff really does. And as you can see, this headlight versus the one on the right is easily noticeable. This one is more clear, and here you can barely even see the bulb. And now I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like both together after putting this base coat wipe on. That is much, much, much better. For some reason, it's always the passenger side that's worse, but this compared to this, that is much better. Now the part I'm kind of nervous about to see if this exhaust cement actually did anything. Let's start it up and see if anything changed. All right, moment of truth. See if this exhaust cement actually did anything. Yeah, no way. It actually worked. There's no longer air coming out.